let's get into this first song. This is CartoonGirl Canaria featuring Gumi. Hey, okay. Okay, mix of English and Japanese. I always really like Gumi's tuning. Ooh, okay. So it's a very simple beat so far. Just a melody, na 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 na. All right. So what do we got here? So we got Wanted. The cartoon girl is wanted. Don't be fooled by the sad little eyes. This rabbit is extremely dangerous and emotionally unstable. If you see it, do not attempt to comfort it. Instead, scream loudly and alert everybody nearby. Someone might help you, unless they've already run away. I don't wanna though. I don't wanna. Uses Gumi's English voice bank to speak Japanese. Okay. Usually it's the other way around, isn't it? That a lot of vocaloid producers will use Japanese voice banks to speak English. Why the English sounds so clear? Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot of that makes a lot of sense then. But I think of all, of the vocaloids, I think Gumi is my favorite sounding. Like, compared, obviously I really like Miku and I really like Tedo and all of that. But I think Gumi is honestly my favorite, or synth V, vocaloid synth V. What's good, Fupia? No, you're good, you're good, man, you're good. But Gumi has always sounded so clear to me, especially, because, a lot of her older songs, I listened to a lot of Kira, and obviously he used Gumi a lot back in the day, so like Monster and all that, like Machine Gun, that type of stuff. So Gumi was honestly my introduction to Vocaloid, and obviously now I'm at where I'm at now. I'm doing good. I appreciate it. Tedo is your favorite voice? No, I really like Tedo too. Tedo, Miku, all the big ones. I mean, they're all pretty good. All right, so let's kind of look at these lyrics a little bit. So you kind of got this bunny girl shushing us, which is I don't appreciate it. She's like, shh, don't say I'm here. She has the most voice banks. Well deserved, by the way. Okay, so we got melody. So melody. And then we got some, obviously we'll go over the Japanese here. So it's a fleeting warmth, like the blink of an eye. Alrighty. What's next? It's a fleeting warmth, like the blink of an eye. My frame by frame does not seem to be working very well tonight. And then melody. Obviously, you see the font changes. Wonder if that means anything, or if it's just design choices. And then eat it, spit it out, then swallow it down. Okay. Eat it, spit it out, then swallow it down. Yeah, my frame by frame is not working very good today. And then, foolishly enjoying this. Sweet and sour cake. And what do we got after this? If today were just a dream, it'd be head over heels obsessed. It's weird doing the fast forward because there's not much of an actual animation and it's just kind of the still picture, so I can't actually tell if I'm moving forward or not when I'm doing it. So I'd be head over heels obsessed. Interesting. Alright. I'm really vibing with this song before. That's not correct English. I'm really vibing with this song a lot. Like I said, I kind of like the I mean, it's a very simplistic, but it's very good. It's hitting very well. I want to see if it kind of continues what we got. What do we got? Oh, she's got a knife. Hey! Okay, now we got a little more animation. Oh, I'm vibing with this, dude. This is a vibe. Oh, she is, I love, like, the Bugs Bunny screech. Yeah, that's, so you know what? I'm vibing with this. I'm really vibing with this. All right, let's go back a little bit. So, obviously, you know, she seems so innocent. She seems so innocent, but I guess the newspaper that was saying, hey, don't be fooled by the sad little eyes. I guess they were right, huh? And then, yeah, she pulled out a knife on us. She pulled out a knife on us. And then, yeah, she's giving us that look. Get the little, get the little bunny nose. When I kind of just look at the design, so it's a very interesting design for Gumi. You know, Gumi usually has, you know, like the green hair and all that type of stuff. You know, the green hair. This is a very different color style for her. Unless this is not trying to be Gumi, and it's just, this is probably an OC, and then just Gumi is who's actually singing the song, which actually makes a lot more sense here. And I want to kind of go over these lyrics. So, oh my. Then we got some animation here too. All the different poses of Gumi here, or the OC. So, my heart's racing. And you can see all the different poses. See, now the frame by frame is coming into view, where we can actually see all the different kind of poses that she has, you know? So obviously you got kind of her happier pose here, and kind of a shushier, you know, a little shushier design. Your heart's so full of love. And she's just kind of giving that, ugh. You know, that, ugh, look. What's your favorite Gumi design? Ooh, that's a hard one. I will have to get back to you on that one, because there is so many Gumi designs. It's hard to really pick one. So yeah, so full of love. And then, oh, hold on. Was there something with the animation there? Was it her eyes? Oh yeah, look, you don't really see that on your first watch through. But if you look at, nothing changes, I don't think, but her eyes. You can kind of see it goes from her red eyes, you know, with the red, with the yellow pupils, and then it transitions over to just the full black eyes. Just everything, you know, the lifeless eyes, as I would like to call it. And then she kind of just disappears out of the street light goes out, and then she disappears. And obviously she pops back in. So, oh my. What a riddle. Oh my, what a riddle. You're just calling it romantic. And then obviously again, she goes into that kind of pose. You're just calling it romantic. And this time she just completely disappears. And then we're back to this pose. We can see the black eyes are back once again. And now she's back. The street light's out. And now she appears in front of you with the street light out. Then it comes back on. Look at this pose. This is a new pose. You really want to look at the eyes for this song, aren't you? You see, aren't you? But look at the eyes. Look at the difference between this eye and this eye. You see, this eye is kind of more normal, and then you got pretty much the inflated pupil. Oh my, what a riddle! That's 90% of Kanoa's lyrics right there. I feel that one. But I like to really look at design, because you don't notice a couple things. Like, a lot of people wouldn't notice just the subtle eye design. You know, you kind of got your normal pupil, but that's half hidden. And then this pupil, which is much larger, you know, or maybe it's not even larger, but the yellow is definitely a lot, you know, a lot less yellow in that eye there. And it definitely makes it look a lot freakier than this eye. Just something you don't notice. Also, she's wearing like overalls. It's kind of funny. Ooh, you see that little glare too, where she kind of looks at the knife like, a little eye. Like, ooh, this knife is intriguing. Just rubbing her finger down the knife. She's just looking at it. Ooh, and then she puts it up to her mouth. And then, so please don't cry. Want to see, does it go? Okay, she stays normal here. So please don't cry. Nope, and then it goes, and the black eyes come right back. And then, oh, now the black eyes are here permanently. Okay. So again, you're seeing just the subtle, you're seeing just the kind of the subtle eye designs and the changes as the song goes throughout. So you'll just say my heart. You'll say my heart is. Oh, and I think this is where we left off, like right here maybe. So as long as it's shorter, it's a free fall. We can watch whatever we want to watch tonight. Sweet. Alright, back to this. Oh, the cops are onto her. I really like this beat. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Hold on, before we get into that, because that was interesting. That was very interesting. Okay. So, let's rewind. I didn't expect... That was a very, sudden change in the song there. So, obviously, we get into, kind of the normal. So, obviously, I don't know what's happening here. She just... It looks like she's getting freaking tased or something. She's just like... Like, getting... I don't know, all the spikes coming out of her shirt now. It's like, did you get tased, girl? Like, damn! What is happening here? And then obviously, yeah, disappears. And now she's kind of more in hiding. She's kind of got the spotlight on her, that police spotlight. Peeking around the buildings. Like, I can come off screen and be like, yo. So yes, obviously starting it off with the melody. Then she kind of disappears back into the darkness again. And then pops back out with the knife in her hand. She's just looking to the side. You get the side profile. And then this melody has a hint of sour. She's just staring with the knife in her hand. Then disappears once again. Then she pops back out. Melody, now she's kind of, looking off to the side. Kind of just changed her glare a little bit. So melody. What have we got? When does she pop back out here then? Now she's back to looking at you. Eat it, spit it out, then swallow it down. And then this was the more interesting part that's coming up here. Where she almost started to like break apart. She's looking at you. Now she's pointing down with the knife in her hand. Eyes gotten a lot bigger. And then, now she's pointing up. Again, you look at the eye difference. You can almost see like a twitching in the eye here. It's not very noticeable, but if you just look at the eye design, this eye's almost just like a slight twitch, if you know what I mean. And then after that, all of a sudden, black and white, she kind of gives more of a shocked face. And then you kind of get into what goes on here, where she just starts completely breaking. Her face breaking into pieces. And it's only her face. You'll see the eye design here. Her eye goes from big to squinted. And goes back to that one eye design where the pupils are, two very different sizes. And I'm assuming, what do you guys think this is symbolizing? And then, yeah, so your heart's so full of love. And then, what is going on here? Okay, this is where I gotta go frame by frame. Because this is kind of where it got weird. So obviously she broke apart a little bit, but not fully. And then you kind of get the one frame. It gets a little bit bigger. Now you kind of see, okay, so we're just coming in a frame here. There we go. And now right here. Oh, this is creepy. So is this like saying she was wearing a mask? Her mask is breaking off. Looks like she's crying too. It does kind of look like she's crying. So I almost want to say, it looks like she was putting on a mask. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense then. So whatever this was, the face she was showing wasn't her actual true self. And then she, had what looks like to be a face behind the mask. So let's finish off this song. Let's kind of see if I'm right here, if, so maybe that's the different thing. So the different eye and the different emotions was showing the person behind her, very, very two-faced. But let's finish off the song. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I got that right there. This is a bop, by the way, though. Yeah, she still kind of has that, you know, two-faced look. And it ends off. There's gotta. I feel like there's something at the end here. There's gotta be something at the end, right? Oh, gunshot. Okay. Woo 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 woo. So yeah, so kind of like I said, you kind of have the two-faced version of the OC here. I'm still don't know if this is actually supposed to be Gumi or not. So oh my, was there any difference in the chorus here? I wonder. So what a riddle. Oh my, what a riddle. You're just calling it romantic. You're just calling it romantic. And you can see it's pretty much, it's all the same, you know, poses and all of that type of stuff. But, you know, now she's kind of has more of her broken appearance. And you're just calling it love, aren't you? And yeah, and you can see now this is a little bit different, but you can see her smile cuts off with the version underneath of her. So she has the smile on, you know, the one that she was trying to show. But then if you look at the unbroken, or like the broken part underneath, it looks like that smile is not there. And then you can see the difference in the eyes too, where, you know, she's kind of got, you know, her eye closed, almost looks like a tear coming out of this eye, but then this eye is kind of giving that more of an evil look. Maybe that's not, maybe that's just part of her hair, I don't know, because it's just kind of sitting there. But you can definitely see, you know, maybe this is a breakup song? It could be. Yeah, I'm not having a very easy time breaking what the song is actually about. It's a very good song, right? It's a big bop. But I'm trying to figure out, I'll read the comments, maybe they'll be able to help me on this, because comment section always seems to kind of know. And then yeah, you just kind of, obviously, again, the black eye, you know, comes to be again. And maybe that's the black eye, that's the eye that's underneath the mask? Possibly. Huh. Yeah, definitely, you know, in the comment section below, definitely let me know what you guys think this song is about, because I am definitely struggling to figure this one out. So I really, you know, I really did enjoy the song. It was a very enjoyable song. And obviously, I had multiple of you guys recommended this to me, so obviously, very popular song too. But I honestly couldn't tell you. My frame by frame ain't working tonight. Yeah, this song is less than 2 minutes. It's a minute 52. It's a very short song. Let me go into the comment section. Let's see what we got here. So up until now, it was just red or blue, but now there's a purple that's a mix of the two. Here's a long one. I feel like this girl has a split personality. Okay, there we go. The one on the right, disheveled appearance and holding a knife, and the one on the left, respectful appearance and careful movements. There are also two different voices for the melody, and at the end, another face appears. This seems to represent a split personality, a divine song, in other words. Okay, so that definitely makes a lot of sense there, you know, the split personality. He had been hiding the knife the whole time, but the moment he found out, he took it in a split second. It's so cute that she made it private while half asleep. Classic. Only when the mask is broken do the windows of the building appear to be faces, which I think is a satire towards people who say, I'm not interested in masks, but I do see real faces. Hold on. Oh, they are. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, so in the first, you know, chorus, you look and you see the buildings, you know, they just kind of have the yellow lights on. But then in the second chorus, they're highlighted up more so as faces. I honestly did not notice that at all. I don't know how I didn't notice that. But yeah, so obviously with you kind of the broken mask here as well, you do see that, yeah, the faces are on the buildings now. And what he says, I'm not interested in masks, but I do see real faces. I'm really curious about the fact that there's absolutely no blood on the clothes of the knife. This kid might have been falsely accused. There's a gunshot at 1:48 and a bullet hole around the girl's heart at 1, so it's a loop. Maybe this girl isn't human since she's still alive after being shot. Huh. Yeah. Like I said, definitely let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. Yeah. A very good song, but I'm pretty lost on what this song's actually about, so hopefully you guys can help me. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.